Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My channel is the Novel Nana, and on I talk about mostly writerly related things. So if that interests you, stay tuned, consider subscribing. I'm going to go ahead and get right into the video, so that way it doesn't take up too much of your time. Okay, so today I am so excited because this video is a collab. You go check her out. Anyway, the collab that we come up with is called Pass the Prompt Challenge. So guys, once I am done reading, it should take about 5 minutes, maybe, to read. And then I will ask you guys to please critique this story in the comment section below. So anyway, the Pass the Prompt Challenge is: a box was delivered with my name scrawled in sloppy black ink. Dot, dot, dot. So, sorry guys, editing me here. I rewatched the video and the part where I'm reading, the audio was very patchy. So I'm going to try to re-record that part for you, and hopefully that fixes the issue. If not, I apologize. Here we go. The piece is called Deadline, and it should take roughly 5 minutes to read. I expected a package today, though I secretly hoped it wouldn't come. Today was the day I dreaded for 9 years, 364 and a half days. The world bustled outside as I poured a cup of coffee. In the study, I spent most of the morning at my antique desk, sipping caffeine and signing my name. Finally, with emptied cup and cramped hand, I scurried to the kitchen. Time for brunch. Nothing seemed special enough to have on this day. Taking time to decide what to eat seemed ridiculous. My stomach growled, but I'd already lost my appetite. Fresh, fragrant flowers that I had placed next to my bed hours ago also seemed absurd under these circumstances, but they'd be appreciated come tomorrow morning. I grabbed a pen and jotted down my to-do list. Phone calls took up a good portion of the early afternoon, more wasted time. Afterwards, I sat and thought about the mansion I lived in. Why hadn't I found someone to share it with? Why hadn't the thought crossed my mind at all? I guess I thought I'd have more time, or at the very least, I'd get around to it. Funny, I was a multimillionaire, and yet there was never a moment that I felt rich enough to satisfy the poor girl I used to be before the bargain was made that changed my life. My hopes were dashed, and dreams were born, all in the same half hour that day. I had submitted yet another manuscript for the 18th time, and had gotten another rejection letter. Seated on my tiny apartment stoop, I cried. A man in a dark, dapper suit approached me and held out a beautiful red handkerchief. He had the most beguiling smile. He said he'd make my dreams reality. He proposed a plan to my success and his commission as my agent. I signed on the dotted line. As a show of good faith, he waived the fee, said the price would come due in 10 years' time. I was 22, and a decade seemed like an eternity away. I dried my tears, and when I looked up, he was gone. The October air whipped my hair in a frenzy, and as I turned to enter my humble rental, I walked into what would become the start of a new life. And what a life it had been. Anxiety set in as I blinked the memory away and made one more call. I hurried and dressed for things I had to do in person. After a few errands and hours later, I arrived home with several boxes, my afternoon shot. Early evening was spent sorting stuff and cleaning. I felt more relaxed once the house was tidy. A quick bite to eat, nothing spectacular. I didn't have time for a fancy feast. I'd given the chef and all the other workers the day off so that I wouldn't be bothered. There was still more to do, and it was late. A few more chores later, and I was done. I poured myself a glass of wine and sauntered sluggishly to the lounge. I plopped down on my luxurious sofa and got lost in thought. The Chardonnay didn't taste as sweet as it once did. I scanned the room. I memorized every detail. My mind wandered through memories. I'd made one hell of a bargain back then, had reaped the benefits of being catapulted into the limelight. Famous around the globe now, everyone knew my name and face. And all media used the same line when introducing me. The title of my book, Asher Donovan, Rags to Riches. Tomorrow would be no different. Well, maybe a little. Feeling more fatigued than I knew possible, I got up and placed my glass into the sink. I picked up the yellow legal pad with the to-do list and read as I walked down the hallway to my room. The plush carpet beneath my feet beckoned my toes come snuggle one last time. Grabbing the stack of envelopes I'd prepared last night and the smaller one that held a gold key from my bedside table was the next thing that I completed. Sitting on the bed, I read all that I had accomplished today. Clean house, box up clothes for donation, cancel credit cards, pay bills, clean fridge and pantry, box up food to be donated, file the transfer of deeds and titles to my sister Amy. Maybe that would make up for all the years I'd went without seeing her. Autograph my books in the study for the estate auction. Prepare severance pay in envelopes for my staff. Specify what charities would get my fortune. Get arrangements made and paid for. Check, check, and check. Everything was in order. Only one thing left to do. I showered and put makeup on before laying out my clothes for tomorrow's big event. Afterwards, I went to put the last check mark on my list, and as I held the tablet, the clock struck a hollow gong. It echoed in my soul. I dropped my towel. A loud rap at the door caused fear to rack my body. I gathered my composure and my robe. I was out of time. At the door, a box was delivered with my name scrawled in sloppy black ink. The man with the red handkerchief held it. He hadn't aged. He'd taped the torn paper with my name to the top of the box. He opened it. Inside was a lock of hair, a picture of me at 22, and the remainder of our contract. It took a moment to recognize my handwriting on the faded, tear-stained paper. A moment more to remember it wasn't ink at all, and it had been bright red once. I'd sealed the deal with my signature, sold my soul for fortune and fame, and the devil had come to collect. Okay, guys, so that is it. Um, Hopefully you guys liked the story. Please be sure to leave me some critiques if you'd like in the comment section below. And also be sure to go and check out the prompt that I did for Sai Chi on her channel. And I'll make sure that I leave her links in the description box below. All right, guys, let me get back to the other me. So that's it. I'm going to close out this piece real quick. There we go. So that was the story that I created from the prompt that Sai Chi gave me. I hope that you guys liked it, and we'll go check out her channel next to see the prompt that I gave her. Thanks so much for watching. I sure do appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, guys, happy writing. Bye.